What's up, YouTube? Welcome back to JDS Outdoors. John here. In today's video we're working on the little skid loader. Unfortunately, not the jet boat, but we'll get back to that. So let me show you what the problem is, what I did, and also now what I found out I have to go get more parts. So let's turn the camera around and show you. So I noticed when using the bucket and stuff that it's got a little extra wobble and sway in it, which isn't exactly what you want to have. So what I did is I ordered the pins down here, and those aren't in the best of shape, but they're not horrible. What I found out when I just pulled it in here is that it's actually these pins and possibly bushings, we'll see here shortly, that are the problem. So let me show you what I mean. Both sides. Just got a little too much play in her, and we don't want to have that happen. So let's go ahead and pull these pins out and see exactly what parts we need and head over to Bobcat and pick them up. So that pin is a little wore down there. There's a little bit of a groove right there. And the cylinder, I don't know. It doesn't look elongated. It also does not look like it's got a bushing. Oh wait, no. Well, it definitely appears like there's another chunk of metal, which indicates it would be a bushing. So let's call up Bobcat and see if we can't order those or if they have them in stock. So let's do that. Well, fast forward 5 days and the skid loader is back together. However, it's not fixed because Bobcat happened to be closed on the day that I was trying to fix it, which was a Friday. I thought they'd be open, but apparently the 3rd of July they wanted to be closed. So now that it's a few days later and the store is open, we came back with a bag of goodies. So now we have all of the parts to fix everything that hooks to the bobtach plate on the skid loader. So let's go ahead with them bag of parts there tear this bad boy back apart and put it back together. And I'm going to apologize in advance. I'm going to play more crappy music because it's better than sitting in silence, and this is going to take a few minutes. I'll fast forward it, but you get the picture. So, enjoy the crappy music while I take this apart, and we will check in after I do so. Alright, well, she's all taken apart now. It's time to put her together. But before we do that, I'm going to show you the carnage. So this side here, which is the right side of the machine, was the loosest. And I think part of the reason it was loose is because this bushing is in like 3 pieces. So it wasn't working too well. But the hole itself is fine. The edge has a little bit of marring, but with the new bushing and whatnot in there, it should be just fine and you won't even know. The bushing in this cylinder was also pretty wore down. For some reason it wasn't getting much for grease. You can see the rust in there, but that's okay. We are fixing that. So the right side of the machine was pretty rough. The left side was in a little better shape. But you can still see on the pins that it's kind of wore down there. So good thing we got all new ones. So let's go ahead and fix it up. Alright, we went ahead and got her all replaced. Let's go grease her up. All right, all greased up and replaced. Even threw a couple new grease zerks on the cylinders there. Greased them up. So if you remember in the beginning of the video and how loose this was, check this out now. All that moves is the handle. That thing is tighter than a beaver. Perfect. Now all I got to do is weld up this crack here and be ready to put this baby back to work. So let's go ahead and weld that bad boy up. All right, little change of plans. I was going to weld that crack, but I will do that tomorrow. And the reason I'm going to do that tomorrow is because I cleaned this floor a little bit and I used brake cleaner, and I also changed the hydraulic fluid in this thing, and it kind of made a mess under there. So in the interest of not starting everything on fire, I'm going to give this time to dry up, get it cleaned up, and I will weld that later. But I'm sure you guys know what welding looks like, so we don't really need to show that. Anyway, so that is how I replaced my bobtach pins on my little bobcat here. So if you like this recipe, feel free to follow along for more recipes. And I'm gonna go try this out. So you guys have a good one. And as always, thanks for watching JDS Outdoors.